We just launched just a month ago. It's extremely stable. It's something simple, easy to use, intuitive, gorgeous, and most importantly, being able to be run by just one attendant. And here, I'm gonna blow your mind right now. Other booths I've heard take 30 minutes, 45 minutes to assemble and disassemble. I think it just did this in 2 seconds.
All right, we have Brandon here. He's about to give us a demo of the new Tortilla 360 booth.
Awesome. Thanks, Charles, for coming here. We're at Photobooth Expo 2024, and we have the brand new Tortilla booth here. We just launched just a month ago. This is our 360 booth. So I was telling Charles earlier, we've been developing this for 2 years now, keeping an eye on the market, really talking to customers, understanding what their pain points are, what they like about their booths, and really trying to refine the experience that caters to our owners who want something simple, easy to use, intuitive, gorgeous, and most importantly, being able to be run by just one attendant. So I'm gonna walk through the high level stuff here. We also have a lot of long form content on this as well, but you can put anything you kind of want on this booth. So right now we have an iPhone, but you could easily attach a DSLR on here. We also have these amazing accessory mounts on here as well if you want to attach maybe an iPad mini on there to have a bigger sharing station. But I always recommend that you have this to be as light as possible, because if this goes around and eventually you might hit somebody, you want this to be as light as possible to do that. Plus, we've actually internally compared GoPro, DSLR, and iPhone on this, and honestly, iPhone does a great job. It has 3 different types of lenses, the telephoto, the wide, and the ultra wide.
Right.
It ultimately comes down to lighting, Charles.
Right.
You gotta have amazing lighting, and that's what makes the content pop. So I would even go away from the on-camera lighting. We would definitely go with the external lighting here. We want 3 of those. So a lot of customization up here. Let's make our way down the arm here. You can obviously tilt this up and down as well pretty easily. And everything here is custom. A lot of the other booths out there use like off-the-shelf knobs. This is all custom knobs, silicone molded. These are like beautiful to the touch. If you want to feel this right here, it just feels like a premium product. The extrusions to the arms, everything just feels really luxury. And if you undo this, it could easily descend down. And here, I'm gonna blow your mind right now. This is how you actually disassemble the booth. You just press one button down here, and that's it.
Wow.
This is how you disassemble it. So other booths I've heard take 30 minutes, 45 minutes to assemble and disassemble. I think it just did it in 2 seconds. So this is the only part, and I can show you how that goes in the case in a second. Charles, you want to step on this for a second?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. So Charles can fit on here. You want to scoot over a little bit. Obviously 2 people can fit on here just fine. We recommend 3 people on here, but I personally probably should be saying this out loud. I've fit six-foot men on here before in the past. It was a little awkward. It was like kind of like this, but we got 6 people on here. So people out here were saying, you know what, this is not a big enough platform. You can absolutely fit a lot of people on here. You just gotta make sure your toes are kind of tucked in there, right? Another cool thing, if you gotta walk right now, first of all, we're on carpet right now, okay? This is not the best place to set up a 360 booth because it's gonna have them squished. But if you gotta walk around, go try to walk around the perimeter here for me, Charles. Yeah. You can see that it doesn't actually bounce at all.
Oh yeah, it's really stable.
Yeah, it's extremely stable. And what we were able to do here was be able to provide, you can zoom in here, adjustable feet. So there's feet on the bottom of this 360, and you can adjust the height of all of those.
Right.
So if you're in a venue, maybe it's a cobblestone street, it's a little uneven, all you need to do is adjust those feet. I don't think any other Photobooth 360 has that feature, and you're able to dial it in really well. And this silicone feet too, with rubber pads, it is like sticking to the ground. It's almost like it's glued to the ground. So if you want to move this forward or back right now,
just take a feel.
Yeah, it's like if you want to like drag it like that, it's almost impossible to move. So anytime like if one like pushed it or anything like that, it is stuck in place, which is good because you don't want any cords getting untangled or anything like that. On top of that too, it's extremely lightweight. If you look at other 360 booths in the market, the platform at the bottom is usually made of a solid wood or solid metal material. Right. This is all open here. Yeah. It allows you to easily grab it as well. Okay. All right, so let's hop on a spin here. Victor is gonna give me this incredible controller here. So this comes included with your purchase. You get a couple of these. Okay. And you can, as an owner, increase the speed, decrease the speed, increase or decrease the amount of rotations, and obviously start and stop this booth as well. Right. So what normal operators would do is like, hey Charles, come on up to the booth, right? And then you're gonna see when I start the spin here, I'm gonna hit this to go, and it's gonna start and stop at the same location. So if you look at our setup here, we only have kind of one entrance on this side. So I probably want to have the arm come and stop here, because when I want that arm stop here, guess where Charles is going to go right after the experience? He's going to walk right out here and exit, right? So you don't want it to stop over here where it's awkward, there's no exit back there, right? So wherever I place this arm, it's gonna start and stop at the same exact location where I left it at. So I'm gonna hit it right now, and how it's activated is actually all from the accelerometer. It's motion activated. So I don't need to tap this and then press the button at all. All I need to do is press this and it'll automatically start recording because it's sensing that it's moving. So Charles, get ready. Do you have your game face on?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Ooh, look at those moves. Love it. Oh my Lord. All right.
All right, see, right there.
And one of the beautiful things is right when Charles walks off, the video is already processed. The video is already processed.
Sorry.
Right when he walks up. He has a nice back. I mean,
leave that in there.
Yeah, he has a nice back. Most other booths, like if you try any other ones right now, any of the software, it is still processing 30 seconds, sometimes up to 2 minutes after the person leaves the booth, right? So this is, I think, a miracle of engineering. I don't want to reveal the secret sauce, but our engineers done a great job of essentially doing some magic where it is processing very quickly. Yes, we're still here. And then here you can see the preview here. And we also recommend having a sharing station, which we have back there. We can show off later on to really elevate the experience as well. So sharing, email on here, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And as you saw, it started and stopped at the exact same place as well.
Very cool.
We also have some features where it actually, if it hits the user, it'll actually stop as well, which is good for safety. Okay. And it's kind of hard to see from that angle, but we also have a brake feature here. So a lot of people, you know, again, 360 events, people are gonna get drunk and walk all over this. A lot of times if someone steps right here, that's the killer for 360. That's gonna ruin it, right? So stepping right here actually, because you have the brake pad, it has a less distance for it to go up and down.
I see.
Exactly. So it actually doesn't break it. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I can actually step on this with 1 foot, lift the other one up, and it won't break the unit at all.
Right.
It's insane. So we just like all these little small things that our amazing engineering team developed to really make this an amazing and safe and fun experience. It's just remarkable.
For sure.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else on here.
Are there any like extras or anything like accessories or options that is included with the 360 at all? So I know you meant the case, right?
Yeah, let's talk about the case.
Okay, we're recording. All right, yeah, Brandon, if you could show us the case.
Yeah, awesome. So we went over the hardware, now let's go over the carrying case. So for a lot of photo booth companies, the 360s, the case is an afterthought. And for us, as I said earlier, portability is key, and being able to do an event with just one attendant for a 360 is key. And this is not the case for other companies where you need 2 different attendants for. So if you open this up right now, most other cases look like this. You have the 360, which can weigh 50, 60, 100 pounds, and you have to lift it up and kind of awkwardly kind of shove it in there, and that is a possible task, right? So we decided, hey, you know what? A much easier, more intuitive approach to this would be to get the 360, lift it up, and just roll it in the case, right? So there's a lot of videos online on our website to show this off, but essentially you get the case, lay on the floor, lift up the 360, and then just roll it in. Anybody, well, almost everybody, can deadlift 45 pounds or 50 pounds, however much the tortilla weighs, right? Super easy. And just roll it in. And if you can zoom in on here as well, there's actually a little sleeve in here, and that's where you put the arm. So the arm is naturally protected by, if you look at the arm here, that's naturally protected by the platform, the wood platform, and the platform below it here. I mean, this platform can stand 800 pounds or more, right? So you're putting all that protection on the exterior of this. We decided, you know what, we don't really need a carrying case that has that much protection because the photo booth itself has a lot of protection. So we try to make this as lightweight as possible, right? So that slides in there, and if you look at the other side of this, we've also utilized the space on the other side for a beautiful accessory sleeve. So you can put your iPhones in here, your iPads, your lights, anything you want. And again, it is protected by the platform of the 360. And there's also a ton of handles on here. There's handles on top as well as one on the side. And there's 2 key ones at the bottom here. So again, for most other cases, it's very difficult to lift this into your vehicle, right? How do you grab this thing? It's so awkward and large. So what we did is we roll this up to your vehicle here, lean it onto your trunk, and you just grab these 2 handles, lift it up, and they go into your car. It is an extremely seamless experience. We've actually had people lift this up into my lifted Bronco, like big SUV, and they were able to do it with ease. It's an amazing experience. Wow. So this kind of concludes our overview of the case here. Again, most other companies think of this case as an afterthought. We thought of this as a really prominent feature in your user experience of Tortilla and of your 360 booth. We've had so many people at this show. It is one person just come up to me thinking, you know what, I was never thinking of adding a 360 booth to my rental business, and now because Tortilla is here, I'm thinking about doing it. So if you're considering it, definitely take this look. I think this is going to definitely explode your business and bring in a lot more revenue and market share for you and cross-sell ability into your photo booths.
For sure, guys. As a photo booth owner who's been doing this for a long time, like, the case matters. And just to give some notes on what I'm observing for the first time, is it's a really durable material. Like, I feel like it won't get stained or tear like some of the cheaper cases will. Like, it seems very, very tough, very, very durable. It looks like it won't stain. What I noticed also is there's a waterproof lining on the zipper, which is perfect, you know, because we're often out in the elements and we don't have to worry about our 360, you know, getting wet that much. There's also like very heavy stitching in the handles, so you won't have to worry about them tearing. Like, this will look like it'll last for a lot of years. And so it's a lot of thought into just the case, guys. So just imagine what the actual hardware is going to look like. So yeah, just check this out. Just protection all around, and then yeah, this is definitely comfortable and padded. It's got like a little spongy effect here. So I mean, this is like if you want to ride in a Mercedes to like a photo booth event, like, this is it. Like, this is as good as it gets, guys. So, you know, and especially with the pocket, everything fits in there. You don't have to worry about another rolling case or like an extra duffel bag. Like, everything could literally be in here, and if you have an attendant, it's one less bag they'll forget. And there's a place for everything. So if there's a missing spot, they will immediately know and wonder where it is before, you know, instead of just leaving it at an event. This is awesome, Brandon. Thank you so much for showcasing this for us.
Absolutely.
For sure.